Today we are back on the Nebraska Lands USA map. We will be repoing construction equipment. We'll be heading over to the repo shop in our 2019 Ram 3500. Today we will be using the Freightliner rollback along with the Mack Anthem heavy wrecker. We have a big list of things that need to be repoed, which include a Ford Ranger Raptor, a roller, a excavator with trailer, and finally a 10-wheel dump truck. We'll be going throughout the entire town trying to locate each of the different pieces of machinery. I'm excited to be back here with the Repo series on the Nebraska Lands USA map. I thought we would change it up today and repo some pretty expensive equipment related to construction. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far. Let me know how it is down below. My day has been a bit busy with schoolwork and a few other things, but it's been pretty good. And the temperature has warmed up here, which is awesome as well. I do want some more snow, but I really do like the warm temperatures. Now we do have to head into the office really quickly to grab the keys for the Freightliner. Inside here we do have our brand new Mack Anthem. We'll be using this for the two bigger pieces of equipment that we will be repoing. Awesome, I got the keys off the desk. The first one I want to go find is a Ranger Raptor. This is one pretty cool truck, very expensive as well, just over $71,000, and they are 3 months behind on payments. Let's first go by their house, and if not, we will go to their place of employment. Now, a repo is where if you do not pay the bills, they have us come out to retrieve the vehicle so that they could sell the vehicle at auction and get back the majority of their money. And I believe that it's going to be this first house here. We're just going to drive by it, and I don't see anything out front here. So why don't we go by the work and see if it's there. We've been using this Freightliner rollback for quite a long time. I will be working on getting ourselves a new rollback here. Maybe a 650, a Chevy Top Kick, something cool like that. I think would be awesome. Usually for these repos, it's a lot of just driving around town to the different areas to see if you could find it. And we'll just kind of make a loop here in the parking lot. They do own a store to the right hand side. And do we see anything? Let's do one loop, and if it's not here, we will head on to the next area. And there it is, right there, silver crew cab. That's it, perfect. Tight squeeze there, looks like the collision got us, and let's get it loaded up. Really quickly, let's check the VIN on it, make sure it's the correct one, and take a few pictures for the finance company. That is the correct VIN. We'll take one there and one back there. Now I do a little trick here to be able to get it loaded up onto the truck, and that's without the locking script. I really did like that back in FS19 was the locking script, but let's kind of get this loaded on, backed up. It looks like the truck was kind of sliding there for a minute. Hopefully we don't run into any problems, and this is a pretty cool trick. You do have to be pretty fast with it for it to work. Perfect. That's a pretty cool trick. And we got it all strapped down. Let's head on back to the lot. We have one more repo to do with this truck, and that is a cat roller. It is a pretty compact one, probably made for rolling over asphalt or concrete for sidewalks. If you do have any cool video recommendations for me, drop it down below. I really do enjoy using your feedback here to improve the videos. Now this summer I do want to do a lot of multiplayer videos, especially with the Repo series. That would be a ton of fun, having the owner kind of running out on us as we are trying to take their vehicle. Now we have been told that the roller should be at a storage unit on the other side of town, so I don't think that's going to be kind of too hard to find. Perfect, we got this unloaded. We'll have to go through the inventory and make sure it's secured later on, but let's go find that roller. Later on this week, we will be doing a new construction job I cannot wait for. More than likely, it will be on a different map, not the Nebraska lands map, and it will use some pretty cool equipment that I'm excited to use. Let's check for the train. The train's been coming through the town multiple times today. Hopefully, we do not have to wait for it, but over the last few days, I've had to wait quite a long time. I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes there for the entire train to go by. Pretty long train with all of the different cards, and there it is. Wow, I was very surprised. Usually when it's up for repo, they don't make it this easy on us. Now we do have the key to it, and I actually want to just drive this on to make it a little bit easier, but this is pretty cool. We actually did have this back in 17, so it's nice to be here in 19, and I definitely want to start to use this on some jobs as well in some videos. Now this is going to be a little bit heavier for the rollback, but I don't think it should have any problem kind of doing it. We're going to have to do that trick again really quickly, and let's see. Perfect, we got it. Sometimes it takes 2-3 tries to get it, but perfect, we got it. And let's check the bin really quickly. Yep, that's the correct bin. Now, because it is up and over the kind of cab of the truck, we'll kind of keep those lights on. The next repo is for a excavator along with a big text trailer. It's actually a package deal, and we are going to be needing the Mack Anthem for it. That it's just too big of a trailer and excavator to tow behind a regular truck. Even our F550 probably would struggle just a bit hauling it. Now, one big change I made here to the Mack Anthem is I made it completely blacked out, and I will have to say it does look pretty cool in that. I think we'll leave this on and probably put it in the shop later on today. Really don't want this outside just because it's pretty easy for someone to kind of come take it. So we'll leave this here. Let's get the garage door open and let's get the Mack out. This will probably be one of its first repos as well. It's just one awesome truck. Look at that. Then the white logos looks awesome. Perfect, let's go see if we can find this. It will be tricky, but we have been told it is at a job site here in town. And there's a train going by. Looks like we made it there by a few minutes. Now, I believe that they did say it's going to be this house coming up here to the left-hand side, and I can see a big text trailer. So it looks like nobody's here, not even the customer, the homeowner. So that's definitely a good thing. Let's definitely check to see. And the excavator is here. Perfect. Let's check the VIN on both. This one is right underneath the engine. That's it. And let's check the big text. The license plate matches. Let's check the VIN up here. Perfect, so that is it. Wow, I thought this was going to be a bit tricky. Let's get the tow bar down and get it loaded onto the trailer. Now, I have noticed that I do have to brake a lot earlier in this truck for it to completely stop. That might be something that would be a little bit need of fixing. Perfect, we got that on it, which is great. Let's see if we can leave it here. We'll be blocking the street here only for a few moments, and then we'll head on out. I think this is one of the first times I'm repoing an excavator as well, so this pays a lot more money, 3-4 times what a vehicle would, just because of how tricky these are, first to locate and second to get, and it looks like they have not yet started doing a job here, so that's a good thing. We don't want to be taking a machine in the middle of the job, but we got it. We'll get it strapped down and bring it back to the shop. Strap there, and a few there, perfect. This excavator and trailer is nothing for this big truck here. This is a 25-ton heavy wrecker. It is a bit more for the long haul tows instead of recovery work, but it does everything. Along with the new construction job we are doing here on the channel, we will be back to the landscaping lawn care videos, probably a few more upgrades as well, because I do want to get some new equipment, and we will also be back with more dealerships. I really want to do a few more with the landscape one, and return to some of the older ones that we have here. So let's kind of get this backed into corner. Next up is going to be a bit tricky for us. It is a 10-wheel dump truck. Hopefully it is not fully loaded with sand or gravel, but the company is 5 months behind on payments, and I don't think they're going to get that money, so we have to go repo it. And perfect, right about there, awesome. I would say let's leave the tow bar down and the strobes on, but I think it's going to be best here for us just kind of fold it up there. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, what is your favorite map for FS19? What's the favorite one you guys have seen me play on if you do not have Farming Simulator? Because I really want to kind of find some new maps to play on. I do have my eyes on a few that have not yet been released that are in the works. Hopefully those get released this summer, because that would be good. And already here from a distance, I could see a dump truck right next to a dumpster. That's I do want to block it in just in case, because this one's going to be a bit tricky for us to get if we end up losing it. Almost couldn't make the turn and went right there into that light pole. That would not have been good for this brand new truck. But let's check the VIN before we get attached to it. Right about there. And it seems to be unlocked there, which is good. And we'll check the VIN, and that's it. This is a correct truck. We'll take a few pictures here for it. It looks like it does have a company logo, and this will be a bit heavy. Luckily, though, it's not fully loaded, because that would be tricky. We actually have to kind of get it unloaded before we can really take it. And we should be able to grab a hold of it as well with the hitch. Perfect. So there we go, we got that. We'll hop in this, make sure the steering wheel is locked, get the strobe lights going just to make it a little bit easier here for us towing it back to the shop. And perfect, look at that. And the last repo of the day is complete. Usually with these repos, we are just very busy all day trying to go around the town looking for them. This truck is doing a pretty good job towing, and this dump truck hasn't had any problem. Now, the good thing about towing from the back is we do not have to crawl underneath and drop the drive axle or release the brakes. Very wide turn. This truck definitely needs a little bit better steering. Big shout out goes out to Wood Metal Farming for releasing the tow truck pack and a ton of other cool vehicles. Really do like this heavy wrecker and all the other ones I get to feature here in my videos, and we will be back with heavy rescue soon and probably some more hauling videos as well. Hope you guys enjoyed today's busy day here at the Repo Shop. We got to use a Freightliner rollback and a Mack Anthem to repo construction equipment. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one and subscribe for more.